Oh, what's going on, everyone? I'm Dark Sky, and today we are playing Titans of the Past, the demo. And what we have here from the developers is that we've prepared a well-balanced, quite experienced, and not terribly equipped party for you. The pack a punch and will provide you with various options and tools to deal with the dangers any adventuring party faces. Will you prevail? After leaving your first dungeon, even if you lose, you'll find yourself in a town. It's yours to manage, build, trade, create new heroes. Buildings unlock new content like races and classes and features. You might want to experiment with different party compositions. You can create new characters in a managed party screen available while you're in town. The demo has limited content, building races, classes, spells, items, and enemies. Also, the max difficulty is Veteran, the second of 6. But there are no game time limitations. You can do adventuring as much as you want. If you want to share your feedback, just talk with the devs or join their Discord. So we can go check out their Discord and sit there and chat with them about the game and whatnot. It's a really neat game. It has the kind of a roguelike feel to it. It feels almost like kind of like as if you're playing Might and Magic 6 or 7, if you remember that whole genre. And it's at like a dungeon crawling niche. So it's definitely a lot of fun if you're into those type of games. This one here is more of on a relaxed setting. A super fun game. And so I think we should definitely check this out and see what it's all about. So let's get into this. All right, so here we are. We are inside the dungeon. Your adventuring party consists of 4 heroes. You see through the eyes of them. You recall the ancient world blobber. Who knows what it does? What does it mean? So Q and E is a way for us to be able to switch between our characters. Now we can use our WASD keys to be able to move left and right and backwards and all that. Space is for us to jump. And it's weird because when you are moving, you are like real time. So everything is happening in real time. But when you stop, then you can see it there on the upper part of the center of the screen. It says paused. So the game pauses, allows you to do whatever you want to do. Now we can hit the, if we hit the B button here, we can get kind of like an idea of what our character's about. So you can see that Eric here is probably a warrior type. So he's got his sword here. It doesn't really say too much about it. But for this one here, the attack is a wide cone in front of the character that deals more damage to all traced enemies. You cut down everyone who stands in your way and sits and lies. I don't know. Maybe there'll be an enemy. They'll be sitting on the ground or something. I'm guessing. I don't know. Then we look in here, and this one here is our power attack. You deliver an incredibly powerful blow while roaring like a wild animal. Somehow it is even more accurate than a regular attack. If it's more regular than a regular attack, see power attacks multiplier. Recovery is 2 seconds. Cooldown is 8 seconds. So for us to get it back, I think it's going to take about 8 seconds roughly for it to come back. This one here is a 15-second cooldown, and then this one here I think is, I don't know, doesn't show me what the cooldown is. Also, it's not over here where you can be able to click on stuff to be able to see what it is, but you can see it like what category this is in. So this is for a warrior. Currently our warrior here is level 8, but he's got this expert level 4 right here. So for him to be a warrior. And then we go over here to Denbar, and Denbar has this right here. He's got this earth magic spell that he picks up a rock and basically hurls it at the crowd, creating stun damage. So feel like a troll, you throw a piece of stone at an enemy, and if it hits, it stuns you. On higher mastery, stones begin to push away, respect personal boundaries. And then we also have the quicksand, which allows some earth magic. and makes it pretty much so that they are slower down. Greater the radius, the sand, and the slowing power. So that's pretty nice. And then with this here, we have our self-heal. This will come in super handy because we're always, even the cleric doesn't have the too many heals, and the heals don't come back real fast. So we want to be using this, when the guy gets down a little ways. And then this one here, we can set a spike trap on the floor. This is earth resistant, so we can increase our resistance to earth-like attacks. This one here is for us is like a damage over time. Deals physical damage, and then it does bleeding. This here is basically like a stone skin, so it allows us to have a skin over our armor. It adds in a little bit more armor. And then we have our ice bolt range attack, and then we have the deadly swarm, which is a damage over time, and then we have the water resistance, which for resistance type spells. And then we have over here, this person here is our mage. So this guy up here, the Denbar, he's our ranger. And then down here is our mage. So the mage has the fire weapon. It just adds fire damage to the target's weapon. That's pretty sweet. We have the fire arrow. I think I like the fire arrow for this. I'm going to put fire arrow for here. Now, I mean, we could do the book attack here. It really doesn't tell you much about it, but our fire damage spell right there is a fire arrow. You launch a fiery magic at your opponent. Mastery series, it begins to pierce through enemies. So that's pretty nice. We can do a lot of damage with that fire arrow. We also have a fireball, which is great for like explosions, for taking out lots of enemies all at once. And then see, that adds fire damage. You are enveloped in a protection of fire. Okay, fire resistance. That's good. Last but not least is our cleric. He has the ability to heal. Now the cooldown timer is 25 seconds. So it takes like a super amount of long time for this to come back, for us to heal. And it doesn't heal for a lot. It only heals between 20 to 36 damage. So, and then it has an additional heal amount of 2% for max hit points. So, I mean, roughly sometimes we'll get like a heal for like 70 points or something like that. Not a lot for when you have almost 600 health. It would be nice if you could at least heal like, I don't know, a quarter of your health. So, and then we got all kinds of buffs. You got the hurt, you got the fear, you got this little stomach pain right here. This one here, I always find is kind of strange the way it says. The spell allows hands that have never held a sword to have a strong grip. Strong grip on what? I don't know. Maybe it makes a fist or something, and it makes it so you can, I don't know. I don't know what steady hands is. It's kind of confusing. In a world of red flags, you are a bull and you can't avoid them. You can crush them. Increase your strength to the skies. So does that mean my strength is unparalleled to like the gods or something? I don't understand that. So, I mean, there's a lot of weird kind of wording here. So sometimes it takes a little bit to kind of really read over it, try to figure out what it's trying to tell us. I figure since it's full strength, means that I'm going to get strength, on a character. I don't know if it's a self cast or not, because it doesn't say if it's for self or other. And then we have the guarding spirit. That's pretty nice. Now we have this one here. I like this spirit arrow. So I'm going to put the spirit arrow on the R button. Now these L and R, that's for the mouse. So we have the left mouse button, the right mouse button. And then we have our numbers here, 1 through 8, that we use to do our attacks. So as I want to get as many guys to have the range. Only one is not going to have it, obviously, is our warrior. He's not going to have that range ability, which is kind of a bummer. Maybe we can switch that down there. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. We can figure out like the inventory. That comes much later, but if we hit the shift button, say if we're in a pause, we can unpause it, make everything real time, and then things, kind of just work and do its thing. Now, also, if we hold down the Alt button, it'll allow us to get a pointer, and we can use the pointer to cast these different spells and whatnot. So we can do this. But the other alternative is we can come down here, little mask down here. And so if we click on the mask, we can get kind of a better overview of what our character is about. So we can see Eric here, which is a really weird spelling of Eric. But we have the character portrait, what level the character is, how much experience he needs to get to the next level. So he's pretty close. He's a human. He's a fighter. He's true neutral. So he's basically the game. I want to say it's more like almost D&D rules because, I mean, you got the true neutral, the male, and then you have all the different attributes. And then you have your defenses, your block chances, your resists, and then your damage and true hit and all that. So that's kind of interesting. It's basically almost like as if you're looking at a D&D page or something like that to have it all kind of listed out. For here we have strength. Strength affects damage on most weapons. We have agility, which affects the defense, affects attack for most weapons. Insight is mostly for our elemental schools, plus some more of the other schools. We have discipline, which is more for soul and body. So I guess that would be more for like a cleric. Endurance is your hit points, and luck affects your loot quality and quantity. Crit chance, true hit chance, perception, and disarm trap rolls. Oh, so that's kind of nice. I don't think we have a thief type character. I guess the ranger would be our closest. So you can see that he's definitely got a high strength, high agility, high endurance. So that's why he's got a lot of hit points. Now, our other guy here, he's got kind of a high endurance. They don't seem to have it very good on the luck. Luck, yeah. I mean, luck is only at 10. I would hope that one of my other guys would have a little bit higher luck, but well, these guys seem to be pretty high on the strength, and they seem to be relatively high on endurance as well. At least that guy is. This one, not so much. I would have probably upped a couple more points in endurance to give this person a little bit more health, little on the low side. See, their discipline, which is our soul and body. I guess that would be good. But I would think that insight would be better for this because this is our mage or wizard or whatnot. It's going to do more damage. So of course, he's going to be high with 35. And then his ability to defend is at 16. All right. So that's pretty decent. You can see it's a high elf. It's a wizard. It's chaotic good female. And then we also have this other character, high strength, high discipline, high endurance. Well, same high endurance. Level 8, he's an orc, a cleric, lawful good, male, all right? And then we have the ranger, which is lawful neutral, ranger, dwarf, so a dwarven ranger. That's kind of fun. And his ability is mostly in agility. I would have thought that if he had a high agility, he'd probably put a few more points in luck. I don't know. But we can kind of work those out as we get better at going through the dungeons and whatnot. We can change these attributes, so maybe we can make our ranger into a better guy with better luck. So we're gonna open the door here. Time flows only when you move. Make a note that after most actions, the world moves for a little while. Hold the left shift to unpause or start moving. Now, destroy the training dummy using the character's abilities. All heroes can melee, Dinbar can shoot, Therago can cast a fire arrow, and you can rearrange the hotbar buttons, which we have done that already. So with this guy here, we can fire arrow. He's going to attack. She's going to use the flame, and that's over. Done. After doing any action, characters need to recover. You'll notice a cooldown timer on their portraits. You see that they have the time down. As we move, those numbers go away. I tend to just kind of spin around in circles for a little bit until I get those numbers to kind of go away and I can move forward. Hit that button over there to get that portcullis up. We can hit C. That's for us to open our portrait. That's what it's telling us over there. We did that already by doing the Alt, and then you can click down here on the mask and you can get the same thing. Either way, go this way, or you can hit the C button. All right, so use that to up that, and let's go through this door. Now we got a bad little rat here that needs to die. Press left Alt or middle mouse button to enable cursor mode. With it, you can click on a character portrait to select it, click on an ability on the hotbar, hover over the monster to check its stats, or click on any on-screen buttons to press them. All right, so if we hit that, we can kind of look to see what we're dealing with. It's a level 4 rat. Next door is controlled by a giant rat. He has 100 health. He has no defenses or anything like that, no resistances. His attack is 100, crit chance 5%, sword attack, recovery 1 second. So he's got a sword attack. I wonder how he swings that sword. All right, so once we're done with that, we just hit the Alt button to go back. And then we're going to have this guy. So we'll just do that attack and that attack. And now everybody's waiting for the time. There we go. One of your characters just took net damage. Notice the log in the lower right corner of the screen. The probability of any character taking damage is dependent on their position in the formation. You can check the probability percentage and rearrange the characters in a formation menu at any time. Press H. The area attack deal damage to every character at once, regardless of formation. All right, that's good. So what they're talking about is down here, you can see that the way that the formation is set up. So imagine the warrior is more up on the front, where the mage and the healer are probably towards the back, and then we have that there. So we can actually look at this here. You can see that as the enemy comes in from the front here, they're going to attack this, but there's a 15% chance that the damage could go to these guys back here. But these guys here are going to be taking the blunt damage. So we're going to go with that. All right, so let's finish out this rat. And there you go, we done. All right, so you just looted some gold, XP, resources, and an item. You don't know what it is now, but it is added to your reward chest. Complete this adventure to get the full rewards. If you die, you will get some rewards from the chest, but not all of them. Your characters will get XP, items, and resources once you finish the adventure. Now delve the dungeon and find an exit. All right, so we don't get all of our treasures and stuff right now. We only get it once we've completed it. And if we die in the process, we can, we're not going to get all of our treasures. We're only going to get some of them. So you got to kind of be very strategic on going through here. Look around. There's sometimes like little piles of stuff that you can, like of money and resources that we can use for our town. Now we see we have a guy up here. Let's see if we can't get some area effect damage there, or
stand on your head to take a shit.
Take some range damage here from him. All right, so I'm thinking we're gonna go through one of these doors right here and see what kind of stuff we got. Our healer there is a little on the low side for mana, so hopefully we won't get too much going on. Oh, of course, we got a little guy here. I should have done a different attack on that. Since he's in a little room like that, an area attack would have been a bit nicer, I think. All right, cool. Took that enemy out pretty fast. I don't know if I want to hit that F button. So we got a chest there full of some goodies. So we ended up getting one of those little purple flame things you can see like up here in the upper part of the screen. When we go to like a rest point or whatnot, we can use this to buy resources to increase our weapons damage on our characters, or just make our characters a little bit stronger as we go through. So getting these little purple things are nice. We, I don't know what's it say, it calls it vaporite. So we'll keep working on that. Now let's see here, let's bring this down. Boom. I like that. Should have done the cone on that guy. The guy a little bit better, I think. Maybe just do a 6. There we go. Get rid of all of them. There's some money on the table right there, but I can't pick it up. All right, so we got a rat down there that's coming at us. Okay, and now that we have these guys down here, I think it'd be best for us to do like a nice little fireball attack on these guys. There we go. Took care of them all once. I like that. So if you see down here, we can see that we can see the enemy and all that down there. So we can kind of sneak up on them. Oh, not sneak up on them, but we can kind of see what's going on down there. Let's get our first attack off on this guy. Oh, no, there's one guy left.
You don't want a slice of this pizza.
There we go. Take care of that guy. Not sure what that's doing. Oh, I see. There's 2 of those, and we had to unlock 1. Okay, I got you. So I imagine the other one, it might be behind this door right here. So let's get down to this guy here, hit that, and I'm thinking I want to bring a nice big old fireball back here. Let's do it like right in the middle of the room. That should get their attention. Let's see what the mage's stats are here. He's got a 13 defense, only 41 armor, not bad. He's got a lot of defense, a lot of resistance there of 2, and his mage weapon attack. Yeah, brigand lords sometimes employ unscrupulous casters to do their building. Despite he's old, he can pack a magical punch. All right, well, that's good to know. Let's see, we're still dealing with the low armor bit, so I guess we'll have to... Oh, let's run it. Run a little bit here, get up ahead. All right, that's good. And I'm thinking, let's see if we can't take care of these guys. Oh, really? There's a cooldown on that? Darn. All right, let's just do this one here then, I guess. Got one guy left down here, looks like. Let's see if we can't take him out of there. Oh, he moved. Not move. Oh, then he runs right back into it. That's awesome. There we go. We got him. Nice. See what we got in here, huh? Anything that we can unlock? All right, let's go up to this next room here. Maybe there's something we missed up here. Oh, there was the other button right there. Okay. Just hold down the shift button and we can unpause it and kind of get, keep everything moving.
Intruder! Intruder!
Ooh, nice headshot there. Okay, that should get some nice damage there. See, this guy here must be like a boss or something because he's all like green. A rogue knight. Knights are always good doers, only in fairy tales. In reality, they might pursue their own goals. This particular one decided to turn their weapon against good peoples of the world. All right, well, we'll help them take care of that ambition. There we go, taking care of him. So we're not doing too shabby there. I mean, we're doing all right. We just need to get some health here. It looks like we have some critters down the way there. So we're going to come over here to this little fireplace. We're going to get some healing. They're all nicely healed up and ready to go. Let's see if we can't take care of these guys down here with a nice area, little fireball right here. There we go. Took my care of most of them. There we go. Got ourselves another chest full of goodies. Nice, nice. All right. And do we have any? Oh, look at that. We got some more stuff there up on the bin. We got to just kind of look around, see stuff like that. Thank you. Looks like maybe some of the names or something like that from maybe developers or something. I don't know. It's hard to read. From the Contraband Cove there, we got some resources. We got a bunch of experience, almost 2,000. And then we got some money. Yeah, looks enemies killed. We got 32. Not too shabby. 2 chests that we found. All right, next. Looks like we got an owl helm, a simple ring, some cloth pads, torn trousers, and a big club of light armor. So the club has a spell called light armor. Yeah, of light armor. Adds 1 to light armor skill. Oh, that's cool. So if I didn't have light armor, then I could use this, and then that way maybe I could put on light armor onto that character. I'm guessing that's how it works. So this is a basic overview of our village on how everything's going to work. We can trade through these buildings here. This is talking about what kind of resources we have down here on this bar. We have almost 5,000 coin plus like wood, maybe some iron or something, water, and maybe some gems and maybe some gold or something. I'm looking. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, so we have that, and then we can do crafting. We can craft our armor here. We can construct buildings. We can get new quests from these buildings, from these ones here and these ones in the background. We can learn skills, spells, and upgrade masteries. So pretty sweet. Here allows us to manage existing and create new characters by going through the manage party. And then we have adventures here. We can go adventuring and choose what kind of adventuring we want to do. And then they have an objective up here is to build the undead embassy. I think what I'd like to do is build the thieving guild so that I can get my warrior to be able to do range, so he can do range attacks. That would be, I think, super awesome, actually. So this is currently what we have. We have the fountain right now. We got the town hall. We got the tavern, weapon store, human embassy, dwarven, elven, and then we got the hordes embassy. So this is currently what we have right now, and we can go through the town hall, and as we get to more money and whatnot, we can buy bigger and better things. So we have armor store, jewelry store, stuff like that. We can click on the build. What it wants us to do is to build the undead embassy, but if we build, like, say, the Thieves Guild, the shadows hide many secrets and many treasures. Rogue type heroes can train skill masteries and purchase abilities here. So all it requires us is to have the town hall, but we need wood and we need ore. We have the ore. We just don't have the 15 wood. We got 10 wood, so we're a little on the short side. We also need 5,000 gold, and we're at 4,900, so like what? 16 more gold and we'd have the 5,000, and then we need gems. Okay, so that's what that last little pile is. It's a pile of gems. I gotcha. All right, I get it. All right, so this one here allows the mastery training of expert, unlocks assassin class, also unlocks the bard and poisoner class. poisoneer. And training up to Grandmaster unlocks Trapmaster and Gunslinger classes. So pretty cool. A lot of different stuff we can do there. This one here we could buy. A clad in steel, fear no foe. Sells armor. So this one basically is for us to buy armor. This one here probably to buy jewelry, and then this is to buy magic trinkets. All right. So yeah, we got some fun stuff we got to do here. Now we can go into manage party here, and you can see that we can add attributes to this. I don't know. I don't think we can change the name of the character. That would be nice if we could. But we could go into creating a new character, and you can see like all the different things that we get to do. We get the race, we get the class, we get the skills, we get the attributes, and then the summary of everything that happens. Now, these are the other races that are going to be available after once they release the game. We get the Freeman, the Giant, the Troll, and the Wood Elf, and the Dark Elf. Ooh, and Dark Dwarf. Never heard of that. We get a Gnome, and then, yeah, a Vampire and a Cultist. It just has locks on it. So, can use race equipment for Vampire. Doesn't show us how we can do that. We also can be a Goblin or a Lich. A Lich would be pretty sweet. It sure would make it a lot easier when it comes to getting health back, I tell you. So I don't know. If we went, I want to go human. Let's go human. And then we got the class here. We got Fighter, Ranger, Cleric, Wizard. And then we got Mercenary, Twilight Cleric. That sounds pretty sweet. We got Arcanist, Barbarian, Dark Mage, Death Knight, Druid, Monk, Paladin. Darn it. I wanted to make a character that was Paladin. That would have been sweet, you know. Sage, Shaman, Swashbuckler, Valkyrie, and Warrior Priest. Isn't a Warrior Priest basically a Paladin? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Comment down in the comment section. Tell me what the difference is between a Warrior Priest and a Paladin. I would have thought that they'd be the same thing. But yeah, that sounds like we can be a lot of really cool stuff. Even a Death Knight, that'd be interesting. I'm kind of curious how we go about that, huh? So, I don't know. Maybe another Cleric? I don't know. It's weird. Let's see. Is Thief is one of the ones? I didn't remember saying Thief is one of the... Yeah, I don't see Thief. Well, it could be a rogue too, right? And yeah, I don't even see... I see Swashbuckler. I mean, no Thief or rogue. I would think that would be a good one. Maybe they're going to have another version of what a thief could be. I don't know. Maybe they think Rangers are thieves. I don't know. So if we did, say, Ranger class... and then we choose our skills. We get light armor, medium armor. Wonder what medium armor consists of. So these are mandatory skills for a ranger. We get ranged, light armor, and medium armor. Select at least one skill in each group. All right, so we can do axe, blunt, sword, unarmed, air magic, water magic, fire magic, or earth magic. All right, so let's see, we're ranged. We got light armor. I'm thinking maybe a sword, it might be nice. See, group skill points, extra skill points. Okay, so, I mean, we could put another point and say like water magic or air magic. You see, so we get bodybuilding, 1% max hit points. Okay, unarmed combat. Overpowers of water and ice. See, water spells make spells of this school more powerful. Let me see here. I'm thinking maybe dual wield, because like I've always known rangers to be dual wield. They usually like wield like 2 swords or 2 daggers, almost like a thief. So I think that would be a good one to do. Maybe see, +1 attack per skill level. If we do expert, we get a 2.5% flat block chance per skill level. Dual wield recovery time penalty per skill level. Okay. Let's see. So we have that. Maybe the arms mastery, maybe some resistance. +1 to all resistances. And then what we have, blood, unarmed, sword. Okay, yeah, I think we're doing pretty good there. Maybe monster knowledge. It's too bad I can't put more one point in there. And I don't know, perception, that might be good too. All right, let's do that one. And then let's go to attributes. I'm thinking, I was talking about how like none of them seem to have like, it doesn't look like we can put a lot. I guess we're starting at like level 1, right? So we have affects damage of most weapons, insight, energy, increases effectiveness of schools, discipline, endurance. I think we want to put a couple points in endurance and maybe a point in strength. And then the summary is that there. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then we can name this guy. Let's name this guy, call him Taff. I don't know. Seems like a good name. And then, oh, look at all these pictures that we can do. Or we can do a custom portrait and kind of load up our own from portraits or whatnot. But we can choose from quite a few portraits. Looks like the beginning ones are mostly female. Get past all those. We got a male character. I don't know. These are kind of cool here, although they look like warriors with the that. Oh, there we go. How about something like that? That's kind of neat. It's like a ranger. Personality. All right. So what kind of is noble, chivalrous, honorable, follows rules, cunning, manipulative, chaotic, neutral, self-interest, unpredictable and immoral, rebellious, reckless, but ultimately good-hearted. Chaotic, good. Neutral, evil, true neutral. Let's just do true neutral. That's fine. And then on here, we can do custom personalities. That's pretty neat from that. And then we, let's see here. And then we got our voice. I think there's only one voice. It's either female or male, so we only get one choice. All right, now let's create this guy. So equipped on Taff, added to stash. He gets all kinds of bows. Oh, he gets a bow, nice. I don't think any of my guys have a bow. And then he gets leather and all that. Oh, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. So Taff is level 1. These guys are all like level 9. So, I mean, they're quite a ways up above this guy. So, I mean, we could start our own party and just have one. It looks like we are only allowed to have a max of 4 characters right now. Maybe at a later point, they start adding in other characters in here so we can have 6. So that'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, so there's a lot to this game. We got our skills. We got our spell books. Let me see, Taff. So he's got his self-healed. He's got the little rock throw thing. Plus he can do the range attack. And he's got the sword. And then this is his inventory. He's not able to wear any of this, but he can wear the leather cap. We have rags on him right now. So these are leather gloves. So we put the gloves on him. What do we just drag? Drag and drop? Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Leather helmet. All right, there you go. We got them all nicely set up there. Now, if we had another weapon, we could put it in here because he can dual wield. So that would be pretty sweet, right? He should be able to dual wield. I think I set that up. Did I put that in there? Yes, he's able to dual wield. So that's cool. So we could start a whole new character set. You can drag these guys down, put these guys up in their place. And then we can, take off from that point there. So that's pretty neat. So we can actually make our own group and just put these level 9s behind and see how far we can go. How many levels? What is the max level? Who knows? Super fun game, super neat. I like how it sets up. It's I mean, it's almost roguelike. But you know, in Rogue, you die and you have to start over. But in this game here, you die and you just come back to town. You lose like half of your looty, your booty and all that. Your looty and your booty. And so, yeah, super fun game. Check it out. I believe it's a demo right now on Steam, so you might want to like have a peek at that and see how that looks. Anyways, I think that's gonna do us for today. I thank you very much for joining me and on this adventure. I want to thank Dark Sky channel members for their support. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider becoming a member by smashing that join button down below and get all kinds of perks and benefits. Smash that subscribe button down below if you haven't done so already, and hit that like. Let me know how much you've been enjoying this game so far. Don't forget that I stream on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Do not want to miss out on that. And I look forward to seeing you on our next video. You take care now, and bye-bye.